Hola chicos y chicas, this is Ruben speaking. Today we're going to see what the subjunctive mode in Spanish is. So far you've seen the indicative mode. This is the mode where we include present tense, preterite, imperfect in the video I did before, and all the other tenses. Today we're going to see a different mode. This is described as the mode of subjectivity. Okay, we will see why. First, let's learn how to recognize it. So, a subjunctive uses the same stem as the first person. Now, pay attention to this. First person of present tense singular. Okay, so we're going to keep that stem. For example, let's look at the first example, bailar, to dance. Keeps bail. That's your stem because in the present tense is bailo. However, keep these three endings in mind. Well, there are other two for the subjunctive present tense. First person singular I. Baile. Okay, for AR verbs it's going to be an E. For ER and IR is going to be an A. Now, first person works a little bit differently. As in the present tense in the indicative, now we're in the subjunctive, remember? Let's look at the other persons, you, he, she, we, you, and they. Masculine and feminine. So we still keep that stem, bail. Now, the endings from ER and IR verbs in the present tense are going to switch. So these endings that you used in the present tense in the indicative, you are going to still use them, but in the inverse order. So the endings for ER and IR verbs, you're going to use them for AR verbs and vice versa. Let's look at it. So, que tú bailes, que él o ella baile, que nosotros bailemos, que vosotras bailéis y que ellas o ellos bailen. Okay, those are your endings. For ER, tengo, tener, okay, to have. Notice keeps that stem, that irregular stem from the present tense tengo, I have. So, tú tengas, que él o ella tenga, que nosotros tengamos, que vosotros tengáis, que ellos tengan. For I to go, que yo vaya, that I go. So, a little bit like the present tense, here is the exception to the rule. Like we say in Spanish, the one that confirms the rule is the exception. So it changes a little bit. So it's V-A-Y. So vaya. And then same, uses the endings from AR verbs in the present tense indicative. Now we're in the subjunctive. So tú vayas, él vaya, que nosotros vayamos, que vosotros vayáis y que ellos vayan. Okay. Now let's look at some other verbs. So haber, which can be either the auxiliary to have, I have been, or it can be translated as there is or there are. So remember, sorry, there is in the present tense is I, right? So you keep that here, okay? Remember that I, H-A-Y, and you keep it here. So que haya, and then you keep the same endings as before. So A, A-S, A, A-M-O-S, I's, ang. Salir, to go out. Salg, that's going to be your stem. Same as in the present tense, salgo, I go out. Here you change the ending, remember? Is an IR verb, so it's an A. And then the same endings as for haber, ER verb. Volver, same, vuelve, that's your stem, because vuelvo in the present tense, same endings. Hacer, to do, same, notice, keeps the stem from the present tense first person singular. Hago, I do. Here's haga with that ending A. Decir, similar. Digo would be the present tense indicative. diga with a. That, needless to say, this is what differentiates the present tense indicative from the present tense subjunctive. If you have an O in the present tense indicative, here you have an A. That's telling you already is the subjunctive. It's pretty clear. Remember, for AR verbs is E, and for ER, IR is A. The ending for first person singular. Saber, this one's like ir, to go, vaya, remember? This one is going to be quite irregular also, exception. So sep, that's going to be your stem, and same endings for ER verbs in the subjunctive. Sepa, 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 sepamos, sepáis, sepan. And then the two B's in Spanish, estar and ser. So this is the only AR verb that I've put in this list. Let's look at it. Stem stays the same, est, and then este, estés, este, notice those accents, estemos, no accent, estéis, estén. And then the more permanent to be, ser, keeps that E, okay? And goes as follows: sea, seas, sea, seamos, seáis, only one with accent, and sean. You don't need to memorize them, but you will see them often. Just keep, if you keep something in mind, keep the first person singular, okay? And be able to differentiate it from the first person singular, but from indicative, okay? Let's see, when do we use the subjunctive, or when you will. So, first of all, we use it to express desires or wishes, always followed by que. Notice when I conjugated the verbs, I said que, haya, hayas, que, haya. That you have, that I have. Because very, very often, the subjunctive is preceded by that que, okay? For example, let's look at the first sentence. Ojalá que gane la lotería para irme a las Bahamas. So let's hope, that's what ojalá means. Let's hope that, or let's hope I win the lottery so I can leave for the Bahamas. Here's not the present tense indicative, it's that gané, okay? Ganar, to win, AR verb. If it was the indicative, it would be ganó. That would be your regular ending, because the subjunctive is that E, okay? Specific to the subjunctive first person singular. You need to be able to recognize that. Now, why do we use the subjunctive? Because it's not something that depends on me. Like I say there, we have limited control over wishes and desires. It's a wish, okay? I'm hoping for it, but I don't know if I'm going to win it. If I do, I will leave for the Bahamas. We can also use it negatively. The next sentence, ojalá que no llueva mañana. Let's hope it will not rain tomorrow. That que I put in parentheses because you can use it or not. But if it helps you, do use it, because like I said, subjunctive is almost always preceded by that que. So you will remember that you need the subjunctive. Llueve would be your regular rain, to rain, rains in the present tense. Llueva, because it's an ER verb, llover, is telling you that it's the subjunctive. That ending. So let's hope it will not rain tomorrow. Again, it does not depend on me if it rains or not. That's why we use the subjunctive. And same for the last example. Espero que no venga a mi fiesta de cumpleaños. So I hope he or she, we don't know who, will not come to my birthday party, or will come to my birthday party. It doesn't matter if it's negative or affirmative, like ojalá. Espero que literally means I hope that. I hope he comes to my birthday party. But again, not depending on us, depending on him or her. That's why we use the subjunctive, okay? It's a wish, it's a desire, but we don't know. Opposite to this example here, espero ir a España. Here we use an infinitive. I hope to go. Okay, there's no subjunctive, no present tense either. Just the decision is more on me. I'm still wishing, but there's no K, notice, just an infinitive. Okay. Now, we also use it to express a possible situation in future. Like the ones before, they were in the future as well, if you notice. We do have limited control over these situations also. So, first example. Cuando vuelva de la escuela jugaré. Cuando, okay. Subjunctive again, vuelva, notice that A ending. Whenever I return, I don't know when, I don't know if I will return. Whenever I do, I will play. This is a possible situation, this is a future situation that we don't know exactly, we're not certain about when it will happen. That's why we use this subjunctive always after cuando, okay? Same as aunque, even if, okay? Aunque duerma, again, that A ending is telling you, because it's the third person, okay? If it was the present tense indicative, it would be duerme, right? Dormir, duerme, él o ella duerme. Because the subjunctive is duerma. Go back to those endings and you will see what I'm talking about. Even he or she, we don't know, sleeps, I will knock on his or her door. Llamaré a su puerta. Aunque duerma, llamaré a su puerta. That A there is wrong. There's nothing to do there. So even if, aunque, we don't know if he's sleeping or not, we're uncertain. Again, it's not depending on us either if he's sleeping or not, but we will knock on his door. And llamaré is the future and the indicative, which is the more real mode, let's say, in Spanish, and that's why we use an indicative there, the future, simple future, because we're certain about it. We will knock on his door, even if he's sleeping or not. That we don't know about, and that's why we use the subjunctive there. Okay, let's see the following one. Quizás no vaya a casa de mi amigo. O tal vez no vaya a la casa de mi amigo. Perhaps, maybe, that's what they mean. Again, uncertainty, perhaps, maybe, expressions that convey uncertainty, possibility. So perhaps, maybe I will not go to my friend's house. We don't know yet. I haven't decided, and that's why we use the subjunctive. Remember that, vaya, okay, me. Perhaps I will go. And the last one is posible, again, possibility. More obvious here. Posiblemente no nieve mañana. Not depending on me to snow, okay, like the one before, to rain. So it's possible that, or possibly it will not snow tomorrow, or it will. We don't know. We're not certain. We will see tomorrow. For now, we use the subjunctive, that E ending. It would be nieva if it was the indicative, because we're not certain. It's a possibility, okay? Subjunctive, just keep that in mind, is the mode of uncertainty, possibility, future. Let's keep going. We use it as well to express a negative opinion. Like the ones we've seen before, they can be negative. Here, they're only negative, followed by que. Again, that que. It's a good indication you need an indicative. We're making a statement, but we're still open to debate because we're not certain again about what we're saying. So, no creo, no pienso, I do not believe, I don't think, I'm not certain. Okay, this is right. Que sea bueno beber alcohol. I do not believe it is good to drink alcohol. We're still open to debate. Okay, we don't know if this is true or not entirely. Sea, that's your be, okay, to be. Not certain it is good, and we're using the subjunctive there. If we were using the indicative, it would be es, and we would be making a statement not open to debate. Okay, we will be more certain, we're more sure about it, and we're making this affirmation because we're pretty sure about it. No es justo que los refugiados pierdan sus derechos. This expression always conveys a subjunctive. It is not just, it is not fair that refugees lose their rights. Pierdan. If it was this is third person plural, refugees, they. If it was the indicative, it would be pierden. Okay, here's pierdan. Go back to those endings, and you'll see. Perder, to lose, er verb. So it's not fair that, again, that and is an opinion, okay? A negative opinion. Same for no me gusta, odio que. No me gusta que u odio que. Always followed by que, okay? Se vendan pieles de animales. I do not like or I hate that animal furs are sold. Not depending on me also. And it's an opinion, followed by que, negative. So we need the subjunctive, okay? I am open to debate. I'm open to other opinions, so I'm using the subjunctive. If I were to use the indicative, I will be more certain about my opinion. That it will mean I'm not as open to debate. Slight different, but still means something to a Spanish speaker if you use the subjunctive or the indicative. Here is optional, however, in some cases, like you've seen, it's not. No me gusta, odio que se vendan pieles de animales. We also use it to express uncertainty again. So I've already talked about this. I mean, to show you more examples, that's what I mean. So for example, no creo que venga a tiempo el bus. I do not believe the bus will come on time. I'm not sure. Again, it's not depending on me either. It's a negative opinion. It's got that que again. So we're going to use venga, venir, to come. If it was the indicative, if we were sure because somebody told us, that the bus driver told us, we would say viene, the bus. But here's venga, keeps that stem from first person singular, present tense vengo, I come. Keeps that stem, uses the special ending for the subjunctive. See here, I opposed it to this sentence. Creo que el bus vendrá a tiempo. So I think the bus will come. Here I'm certain, that's why I'm using the indicative, the future simple, okay? Notice the difference here. One I'm certain, the other one I'm not. I'm open to possibility and seeing what will happen. Will it come? Will it not? That's why I'm using the subjunctive. And the last example, no pienso or no consider pero que, again, negative opinion, that que, and subjunctive. To be. I do not think it to be, I do not consider it to be a good idea. Like the one we've seen before, I do not consider it. It's my opinion. I'm open to debate. And we have that que. So we use it as well to express a statement or a request followed by que. Again, that que. It in reality is a wish again, because we are directing this to a listener, somebody that's listening to us. We want him or her to perform an action, but the decision is still not on us. So, for example, no es necesario o importante que estudies para que aprendas. Two subjunctives there. So it's not necessary or important that you study so that you learn. It's my opinion, negative, followed by que again, but it's depending on you. So I'm telling you it's not necessary, or it is necessary, important that you study so that you learn. Again, that que, you have to que there to guess. I contrast it with this other sentence, es necesario estudiar para aprender. It's a general truth. I'm certain about this, so there's no possibility of telling me no, this is not true. I'm certain about it, and that's why I'm using an infinitive and not the subjunctive. The other one is open to possibility, is open to the possibility of you contradicting me or saying I'm wrong. That's what the subjunctive conveys. Second example is, es esencial o vital que vengas a la reunión semanal. Again, doesn't have to be negative, okay? It's just a statement that conveys a wish, really, for the listener. So it's essential or vital that you come to the weekly meeting, and that's why I'm using vengas and not vienes, which would be the indicative. It's venga, that comes from vengo, present tense, first person singular, keeps the stem, and then adds as. Venir, IR verb, so it's using the the ending for AR verbs regularly, no? And no quiero, deseo que hagas tus deberes. This is more explicitly a desire, a wish, an opinion. It could be negative, but it's always followed by that que, and that's what we need, the subjunctive. I do not want or wish you to do your homework. It's dependent on you. Let's practice this. Practiquemos. So, you have these sentences here. You have to choose from the options in blue the one that suits best, okay, according to what we've seen. You have the English translation, so pause the video, think about them, reflect, and see if you understand why we need one or the other. So, first example, cuando acabéis el trabajo saldréis con nosotros. Whenever, again, that cuando, whenever you finish, we don't know when, you will go out with us. We use the subjunctive because we're not sure, we're uncertain, and it's depending on you people, okay, acabéis. The other one would be the indicative. If we were certain they will end at a certain time, cuando acabáis a las 5, we would use the indicative, but we don't know. It's in the future, it's a possibility, we're not sure. Subjunctive then. Second one, avísame cuando salgas de casa. Whenever, again, whenever you go out of the house, let me know. That's why I'm telling you to let me know. Telling you, because depending on you, I don't know when you're going out, so let me know. Subjunctive. Third one, quizás no haya pan en la panadería. So, haya, okay, that was the subjunctive we've seen. Perhaps there will be no bread. I'm not sure. I will go to the bakery and see if there is bread anymore or not. However, I could have said the other two as well. Sometimes it's more flexible because quizás no hay pan en la panadería. If I say that, indicative, I'm more certain about it, okay? I'm still not certain completely because you cannot never be till you go there, but I'm pretty certain because usually at this time there's no bread. And quizás no habrá, you could use the future here. Perhaps there won't be in the future bread in the bakery, but it's got more general sense. The more suitable would be the subjunctive, quizás no haya, but you can find the three. Like I said, some of them are more flexible. The other ones have to be, for example, after cuando has to be the subjunctive. And here, ojalá aprenda, here same has to be the subjunctive. A bailar flamenco. I'm hoping for it. It's a wish, a desire. Let's hope I do. Let's hope I learn. Subjunctive. Practiquemos un poco más. Let's practice a little bit more. Same thing, okay? Read through them, see which one suits best. Go back in the slides if you need to and reflect, see which one you need in each sentence. Pause the video. So, first example. No pienso que Susana venga a la reunión de trabajo. I don't think Susana will come to the work meeting. If I said viene, which is an indicative, viene, venga is the subjunctive here, you can see, really see the difference. Indicative, subjunctive, in the form of the verb. If I were to say the indicative, I would be very certain that Susanna's not coming. She either told me, but I don't really want to say, or I'm just pretty certain she won't. When I'm using the subjunctive, I don't know. It's a possibility she will, it's a possibility she won't, but I don't know at all. That's what it conveys. No creo que sepas la verdad. No creo que, negative opinion, I don't believe that, you have that que, you need sepas. You could use sabes, but it would be less suitable and you would just be asserting. I do not think you know the truth, you would be certain about it. The other one is more polite, is more open to possibility, the subjunctive. I don't believe you know, but I'm not sure, you might prove me wrong. That's the difference. Indicative, subjunctive. Third one, no considero que tengas razón. A little bit like the other one. I don't consider. You have that que, it's a negative. Tengas razón. If you were to say tienes, you would be asserting it and you would be saying to the person, you are not right, just a little bit more politely. If you use the subjunctive tengas, which is more suitable, you are open to possibility. So I don't consider you are right, but I'm open for you to prove me wrong again. And same for the last one, really. It always conveys that we're open to possibility. The future is possibility, right? That's why we use the subjunctive. We want to make it clear in the language. No creo que haga frío. I don't believe it's cold, but I'm not sure. Let's go outside and look. Okay. Let's do one more of these. So same thing. Choose wisely. Now, no quiero que vuelvas a Madrid sin mí. This is definitely the subjunctive. No quiero que, I don't want you. Is a desire, it's dependent on you. We have that que again, that negative. No, vuelvas, I don't want you to go back without me. It's a wish, but it's dependent on you, it's not on me. Es imprescindible que seas valiente en la vida. It is indispensable that you are brave in life. It's my opinion, but it's depending on you. It's definitely not the indicative eres, because here it's got to be the subjunctive. However, there's the possibility to make a general statement, a general truth with the infinitive. Remember, that's why I put ser in yellow, because it's a possibility. And here you would be asserting it is indispensable that you are brave in life. That is like that, and there's no question about it. If you want to be more subjective, and that's why it's the subjunctive, you use the subjunctive seas to be. Odio que cantéis de noche. Is my opinion. I hate it that you sing. Again, depending on you. And odio que. You need, well, it's more suitable, subjunctive. I'm open to the possibility that you don't sing if I'm saying this. If you, I use the indicative. Odio que cantáis is a fact that you sing at night and that I hate it, and it's not going to change. Okay, it's less open to possibilities, future possibilities. It's more on a statement right now. That's the indicative, and the difference between indicative and subjunctive here. It's more clear. And the last one, deseo que estés preparado para el futuro. I wish you to be ready. But it's depending on you. It's my desire. We have that. We need the subjunctive. See, one more thing about the subjunctive. So we've seen the present tense so far. Now we need to see a little bit of the imperfect tense in the subjunctive and the pluperfect subjunctive, which in combination with a conditional tense, an indicative, normal one, the regular one, we use it to express the combination of the two, an unlikely yet possible situation. For example, if I were more adventurous, I would climb the Everest. I'm not adventurous, but if I were, I would do it. Possible situation, unlikely, because I'm not, but it could happen. So, si fuese, if I were, and that's your imperfect subjunctive, fuese, or fuera, there's the double conjugation, double option. Más aventurero, more adventurous, escalaría, I would climb. You know this one already, the conditional, escalaría, the ia ending is the dual conditional, el Everest. A similar one, si estuviese enfermo, no iría al colegio. It works as well in the negative. So if I were to be sick, if I were sick, that's your imperfect subjunctive. No iría, I wouldn't go to school. Again, your regular conditional. And then, one step further, we use the pluperfect subjunctive to say I would have studied, I would have done that. There's still more unlikely, sorry. I would have passed. Okay, if I would have done that, I would have passed. So, si, that conditional, if. Hubiese o hubiera, again, that double possibility. Estudiado, this is your pluperfect subjunctive. Habría aprobado, this is your conditional in the indicative, regular one. I would have passed the exam. Let's practice this, practiquemos. Again, as the other examples, choose wisely the one you need, and let's check the answers in the next slide. So, first one, si fuese o si fuera, both of them, because like I told you, it's got that double conjugation, the imperfect subjunctive. If I were more daring, I'll be an astronaut. If this was possible, I would be an astronaut. Okay, this will happen. Si soy más atrevido, it does the indicative. It doesn't work. You need the imperfect if I were, like in English. Second one, similar, but is the pluperfect. Si hubiese o hubiera ido, the double possibility, a clase, habría entendido el subjuntivo. If I would have gone to the lesson, I would have understood the subjunctive, same thing. Third one, si tuviese, I only given you one of the options. The other one would be tuviera. Dos casas vendería una. If I were to have, okay, if I had two houses, I would sell one. And the last one, I only given you one option also. Si hubiera sido, the other one would be hubiese, would be acceptable as well. Sido mal estudiante, habría suspendido. So you got the auxiliary to have. If I would have, that's what it means. Hubiera, would have, and then sido been, okay, been. This is the pluperfect subjunctive. I would have failed. And that's it. I hope you understood. I hope I was clear enough. I know it's difficult, but it's a mode that you will find often because we use it quite a bit in Spanish, and it's something you need to understand, recognize, and eventually you will use it. Muchas gracias y mucho ánimo. Lots of courage. See you later.